Hello students. Now in this video I am going to share with you the post transcriptional process which mainly takes place in the eukaryotes. Okay, so we have already seen the production of the mRNA. Okay, so this is the DNA strand 3 prime 5 prime from which we have seen that the RNA is produced. Okay, so this is the RNA. Now in eukaryotes mainly the RNA which is produced from the DNA directly, this is an immature RNA strand, immature mRNA strand. Okay, so in this case, so now this immature RNA which is known as hnRNA, heterogeneous nuclear RNA. Okay, this is an immature RNA, and this RNA, okay, it consists of both, axons, exons as well as introns. This hnRNA, okay, consists of exons as well as introns. Now, what are these exons and introns? We have to understand this first. Exons means coding sequences and introns means non-coding sequences. Coding sequences which code for amino acids for protein synthesis. Non-coding sequences that don't code for any amino acids. Okay, so this, what is the purpose of forming this RNA? To produce the protein. So if there is no role of introns there, which are non-coding sequences, so there is no need, okay, to keep these introns in the sequence, in the strand, RNA strand. That is why to remove the RNA, the introns needs to be removed. Okay, so the process involved here is splicing. Okay, so by the process of splicing we have to do this. For example, you see, like suppose this is the part which is the exon here, this is here, it is the exon. Okay, all the red parts are the exons here, and in between what we see are the introns. Clear? Suppose this is the portion which is the intron here, intron here, intron here. Clear? This part are the non-coding sequences. This is the non-coding sequences, introns. Clear? Now this entire strand undergoes a process known as splicing. In the splicing technique, what happens is that the exons are removed. Introns are removed, non-coding sequences. Only the exons will remain together. So when the introns are removed, all the exon endings are connected, linked with each other, and a strand is formed which only consists of the exons. So once the introns removed, we see a comparatively smaller sequence of strand of RNA which consists of only the exons here. Entirely we see the exons, only the exons here. So no introns are here, introns are removed, so only exons. Clear? Now this one more thing here is hnRNA. Also you can use another name here. You can tell it as precursor. Immature mRNA or RNA strand. Okay, so we got here a mature strand here. Still it is not yet fully mature. We have just removed the introns. Now only the coding sequences are present here. That is the exons here. Clear? Now this will undergo another process. Polarity has to be there. Now this will undergo one more process known as capping and tailing. Capping and tailing. What happens here? Here the strand will be there, clear, where I am not showing the axons anymore because axons are there already in the strand now. Okay. At the 5' end, here, okay, one compound is going to bind here, known as methyl guanosine triphosphate by the process of capping. This is called capping. In the tailing part, tailing mechanism, where at the 3' end, another substance known as adenylate residue, that is the AMP binding with the amino acid side chain. Residues bind at the 3' end by the process of tailing. So once this is done, okay, we call it as now mature RNA strand. Okay, so this is the steps. these are the steps that takes place. Now, in some cases we have seen that in prokaryotes, if the strand is RNA strand is too long, okay, then it is cut into smaller segments, RNA segments, by the process of cleavage. Okay, so in prokaryotes, one more some prokaryotes see the process of cleavage also, where if the strand is too long, okay, it is cleaved into smaller segments of RNA strand. Okay, this is it. So these are the inter process of the post transcriptional mechanisms, splicing, capping, tailing mainly, and cleavage in some prokaryotes if it is too long, the strand. Okay, so this is what you have to add here in the answer of eukaryotic transcription. Okay, this point at the end of the intermechanism. Clear? So this is it. I hope you understood this, and hope it will help you to answer many of the questions that usually come from the transcription mechanism. Okay, thank you so much.